Do you feel like you just can't trust your instincts or your gut? There's a reason for this, particularly if you've been with a narcissistic person or in any kind of abusive relationship. You are in survival mode and you were constantly having to react, and were most likely in a type of a trauma bond. So this isn't a situation where you're relating to people in a connected way. It's actually the opposite of connection. And so what happens is our brain will get used to constantly having to strategize, just stay alive. And in this case, it's really hard to go by instinct because we might feel that our so-called instincts or gut has led us into the dangerous situation in the first place. So it almost becomes a bit of a paradox because we're trying to stay alive, which is using our instinct for survival, and we're also not always making the best decisions for ourselves because of the brain fog that comes from the trauma. So it's something we either have to learn if we've never had that, or at least relearn it. And that's why it's giving yourself a break and getting out of, once you're out of that situation, it's really starting to trust it again, but it can really take time. I always talk about just do baby steps. Try it out in a low risk situation. It could be, I don't know, picking a number from 1 to 10 about who's going to pick a dinner place or something. And then it could be go with whatever your first instinct was. It was 5 or 6 or whatever, and see how that works out. So it's kind of like trying it in more low stakes. Maybe, oh, I'm thinking I should take a different route home. And then maybe you find out that there was an accident on the bridge and you would have been sitting in traffic. So it's kind of just starting to hone into that part of us in a more low risk way. But if you're finding that you can't trust your instincts right now or your gut, then it's about doing some self-talk and being curious about what's going on for you and not to judge it. Just accept that that might be where you're at right now and understand why it is the way it is.